you've seen hailstones that punch through the roofs of homes and go enter the home itself, and so there's giant holes in the roof. Matthew Kumjian, professor of meteorology and atmospheric science. So hail is highly damaging. It causes, in the US alone, each year on average, something like $20 billion in insured losses to homes and businesses and private property. It also causes over $1 billion a year in agricultural losses. And that can be to crops or to actual farm animals and things like that. Hail does, in fact, cause more damage than tornadoes. Some exceptions occur for really big years for tornadoes if there's a super outbreak or a particularly damaging tornado. But the reason you don't hear about hail a lot is because it's a lot more frequent and smaller impacts. So although some individual hailstorms can produce over $1 billion of damage alone, oftentimes it's much smaller amounts just that add up over the course of a year. So basically you need a severe thunderstorm to produce the hail in the first place. And severe thunderstorms are formed when you have a lot of what's called atmospheric instability, so the fuel that can help these thunderclouds grow. Then for that you need basically moisture, warmth, and the atmospheric temperature profile has to be of the right type. So the basic formation mechanism is it first requires a different type of particle, like a snow particle or maybe a frozen raindrop that's already in that cloud. That gets swept into the storm's main upward motion, or its updraft as we call it. And it can grow by accumulating, collecting supercooled liquid droplets that freeze on contact. And so by staying up there for longer and longer periods of time, which requires a very strong upward moving current of air, they can just grow to very large sizes before they fall out. So the largest hailstone on record is 20 centimeters, or about 8 inches in maximum dimension. So that's about the size of a volleyball if you want to think about it in terms of a sports ball. If there's a forecast of a hailstorm coming your way, depending on the amount of time, you may be able to move a car into a garage if you have one, or some sort of shelter. If not, they do sell hail blankets that I've seen that people put on their cars to try to protect the cars. It's difficult to do anything about your house. There's really not much you can do. It's obviously important to stay away from windows because hailstorms can be pretty violent, and so you want to stay away from those windows that could potentially break.